Numbers of the King James Version Bible. We're starting with chapter 8 that goes over Levites cleansed, and chapter 9 Passover observed, chapter 10 cloud and fire, and we're going to go over chapter 11 trumpet sounds and breaking camp, and we're going to get into fed by quail and appointment of spies of chapter 12 and 13. So let's get into chapter 8. And Mighty God AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, and say unto him, When thou lightest the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light over against the candlestick. And Aaron did so. He lighted the lamps thereof over against the candlestick. And Mighty God AHAYAH commanded Moses. And this work of the candlestick was of beaten gold unto the shaft thereof, and to the flowers thereof was beaten work, according unto the pattern which Mighty God AHAYAH had showed Moses. So he made the candlestick. And Mighty God AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel, and cleanse them. And thou shalt do unto them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of purifying upon them, and let them shave all their flesh, and let them wash their clothes, and so make themselves clean. Then let them take a young bullock with his meat offering, even fine flour mingled with oil, and another young bullock shalt thou take for a sin offering. And thou shalt bring the Levites before the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt gather the whole assembly of the children of Israel together. And thou shalt bring the Levites before Mighty God AHAYAH, and the children of Israel shall put their hands upon the Levites. And Aaron shall offer the Levites before Mighty God AHAYAH for an offering of the children of Israel, that they may execute the service of AHAYAH, mighty God. The Levites shall lay their hands upon the heads of the bullocks, and thou shalt offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, unto Mighty God AHAYAH, to make an atonement for the Levites. And thou shalt set the Levites before Aaron, and before his sons, and offer them for an offering unto Mighty God AHAYAH. Thus shalt thou separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. And after that shall the Levites go in to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And thou shalt cleanse them, and offer them for an offering, for they are wholly given unto me for among the children of Israel, instead of such as open every womb, even instead of the firstborn of all the children of Israel have I taken them unto me. For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine, both man and beast. On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself. And I have taken the Levites for all the firstborn of the children of Israel. And I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tabernacle of the congregation, and to make an atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel, when the children of Israel come nigh unto the sanctuary. And Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites, according unto all that Mighty God AHAYAH commanded Moses concerning the Levites. So did the children of Israel unto them. And the Levites were purified, and they washed their clothes. And Aaron offered them as an offering before Mighty God AHAYAH. And Aaron made an atonement for them to cleanse them. And after that went the Levites in to do their service in the tabernacle of the congregation before Aaron and before his sons, as Mighty God AHAYAH had commanded Moses concerning the Levites. So did they unto him. And AHAYAH mighty God spake unto Moses, saying, This is it that belongeth unto the Levites. From 25 years old and upward they shall go in to wait upon the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And from the age of 50 years they shall cease waiting upon the service thereof, and shall serve no more, but shall minister with their brethren in the tabernacle of the congregation, to keep the charge, and shall do no service. Thus shalt thou do unto the Levites touching their charge. Chapter 9. And And Mighty God AHAYAH spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the 1st month on the 2nd year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at his appointed season. In the 14th day of this month at even you shall keep it in his appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies thereof shall you keep it. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the 1st month at even in the wilderness of Sinai. According to all that Mighty God AHAYAH commanded Moses, so did the children of Israel. And there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man, that they could not keep the Passover on that day. They came before Moses and before Aaron on that day. And those men said unto him, We were defiled by the dead body of a man. Wherefore are we kept back, that we may not offer an offering unto Mighty God AHAYAH in his appointed season among the children of Israel? And Moses said unto them, Stand still, and I will hear what AHAYAH Mighty God will command concerning you. And AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If any man of you or of your posterity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, yet he shall keep the Passover unto Mighty God AHAYAH. The 14th day of the 2nd month at even they shall keep it, and eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall leave none of it unto the morning, nor break any bone of it. According to all the ordinances of the Passover they shall keep it. But the man that is clean and is not in a journey, and forbeareth to keep the Passover, even the same soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he brought not the offering of Mighty God AHAYAH in his appointed season. That man shall bear his sin. And if a stranger shall sojourn among you, and will keep the Passover unto Mighty God AHAYAH, according to the ordinance of the Passover, and according to the manner thereof, so shall he do. You shall have one ordinance, both for the stranger and for him that was born in the land. And on the day that the tabernacle was reared up, the cloud covered the tabernacle, namely the tent of the testimony. And at even there was upon the tabernacle, as it were, the appearance of fire until the morning. So it was always the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. And when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, then after that the children of Israel sojourned, and in the place where the cloud abode, there the children of Israel pitched their tents. At the commandment of Mighty God AHAYAH, the children of Israel sojourned, or journeyed at the commandment of Mighty God AHAYAH, they pitched. As long as the cloud abode upon the tabernacle, they rested in their tents. And when the cloud tarried long upon the tabernacle many days, then the children of Israel kept the charge of AHAYAH, and journeyed not. And so it was, when the cloud was a few days upon the tabernacle, according to the commandment of Mighty God AHAYAH, they abode in their tents. And according to the commandment of AHAYAH Mighty God, they journeyed. And so it was, when the cloud abode from even unto the morning, that the cloud was taken up in the morning. Then they journeyed. Whether it was by day or by night that the cloud was taken up, they journeyed. Or whether it were 2 days, or a month, or a year, that the cloud tarried upon the tabernacle, remaining thereon, the children of Israel abode in their tents, and journeyed not. But when it was taken up, they journeyed. At the commandment of AHAYAH Mighty God, they rested in the tents. And at the commandment of AHAYAH Mighty God, they journeyed. They kept the charge of AHAYAH at the commandment of AHAYAH Mighty God by the hand of Moses. Chapter 10. And AHAYAH Mighty God spake unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And if they blow, but with one trumpet. Then the princes which are heads of the thousands of Israel shall gather themselves unto thee. When you blow an alarm, then the camp that lie on the east part shall go forward. When you blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, you shall blow, but you shall not sound an alarm. And the sons of Aaron the priest shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then you shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before Ahiah your mighty God, and you shall be saved from your enemies. Also in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, you shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your mighty God Ahiah. I am Ahiah, your mighty God. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month, in the second year, that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony. And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai. And the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. And they first took their journey according to the commandment of Ahiah mighty God by the hand of Moses. In the first place went the standard of the camp of the children of Judah, according to their armies, and over his host was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Issachar was Nethanel, the son of Zur. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon. And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari set forward, bearing the tabernacle. And the standard of the camp of Reuben set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Eleazar the son of Shedeur. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel the son of Zurishaddai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Elisaph the son of Duel. And the Kohathites set forward, bearing the sanctuary, and the other did set up the tabernacle against they camp. And the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set forward according to their armies. And over his host was Elishama the son of Ammihud. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan the son of Gideoni. And the standard of the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the reward of all the camps throughout their host. And over his host was Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagiel the son of Akran. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahara the son of Enan. Thus were the journeys of the children of Israel according to their armies, when they set forward. And Moses said unto Hobab the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are journeying unto the place of which mighty God Ahiah said, and I will give it you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For mighty God Ahiah had spoken good concerning Israel. And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to mine own land and to my kindred. And he said, Leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we ought to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes. And it shall be, if thou go with us, it shall be that what goodness mighty God Ahiah shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee. And they departed from the mount of Ahiah, 3 days' journey. And the ark of the covenant of mighty God Ahiah went before them in the 3 days' journey, to search out a resting place for them. The cloud of Mighty God AHAYAH was upon them by day when they went out of the camp. And it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, Rise up, AHAYAH, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. And when it rested, he said, Return, O AHAYAH, unto the many thousands of Israel. Chapter 11. And when the people complained, it displeased Mighty God AHAYAH. And AHAYAH heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of AHAYAH burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the utmost parts of the camp. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto AHAYAH, Mighty God, the fire was quenched. And he called the name of that place Taberah, because fire of Mighty God AHAYAH burnt among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside this manna before our eyes. And the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. And the people went about and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And the anger of Mighty God AHAYAH was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. And Moses said unto Mighty God AHAYAH, Wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant? And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all the people upon me? Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, Carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the suckling child, unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers? When should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, Give us flesh, that we may eat. I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. And AHAYAH said unto Moses, Gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the Spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone. And say thou unto the people, Sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and you shall eat flesh. For you have wept in the ears of AHAYAH, saying, Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore Mighty God AHAYAH will give you flesh, and you shall eat. You shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out of your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that you have despised AHAYAH, which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, Why came we forth out of Egypt? And Moses said, The people among who I am, or 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them, to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? And AHAYAH Mighty God said unto Moses, Is AHAYAH's hand waxed short? Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. And Moses went out and told the people the words of AHAYAH, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And Ahiah came down in a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, and did not cease. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man and told Moses, and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, My lord Moses, forbid them. And Moses said unto him, Enviest thou for my sake? Would Ahiah, mighty God, that all Ahiah's people were prophets, and that Ahiah would put his Spirit upon them? And Moses got him into the camp, he and the elders of Israel. And there went forth a wind from Ahiah, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of Mighty God Ahiah was kindled against the people, and Ahiah smote the people with a very great plague. And he called the name of that place Kibroth Hattaavah, because there they buried the people that lusted. And the people journeyed from Kibroth Hattaavah unto Hazroth, and abode at Hazroth. Chapter 12. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, Had Mighty God Ahiah indeed spoken only by Moses? Had he not spoken also by us? And Ahiah heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek, kind, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And Ahiah spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, Come out you 3 unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they 3 came out. And Ahiah came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Ahiah, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of Ahiah shall be, behold, wherefore then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? The anger of Mighty God Ahiah was kindled against him, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto Ahiah, saying, Hear her now, O Ahiah, my mighty God, I beseech thee. And Ahiah said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days. And the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. And afterward the people removed from Hazarah and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. Chapter 13. And Mighty God AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall you send a man, every one of a ruler among them. And Moses, by the commandment of Mighty God AHAYAH, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. And these were the names of the tribes of Reuben: Shammua the son of Zakur; of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat the son of Hori; of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; of the tribe of Issachar, Igal the son of Joseph; of the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun; of the tribe of Benjamin, Paltai the son of Raphu; of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel the son of Zadai; of the tribe of Joseph, namely, of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi the son of Susi; of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gamali; of the tribe of Asher, Sethur the son of Michael; of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabai the son of Vophsi; of the tribe of Gad, Guel the son of Machi, or Machi. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea the son of Nun, Joshua. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain, and see the land where it is, and the people that dwell it therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many, and what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds, and what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not. And be you of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first strike grapes. So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come to Hamath. And they ascended by the south, and came unto Hebron, where Ahaman, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, were. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. And they came unto the brook of Eshcol, and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes. And they bare it between two upon a staff. And they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs. The place was called the brook of Eshcol, because of the cluster of grapes, which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned from searching of the land after 40 days. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them, and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him, and said, We came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it flowed with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled, and very great. And moreover we saw the children of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, and by the coast of Jordan. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses, and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, The land through which we have gone to search it It is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. And all the people that we saw in it are men of a great stature. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Chapter 14, a plea for the people. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, Would mighty God AHAYAH that we had died in the land of Egypt? Or would God we had died in the wilderness? And wherefore had mighty God AHAYAH brought us into this land, to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return unto Egypt? And they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Excuse my puppies. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, The land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. If AHAYAH mighty God delight in us, then he will bring us into this land, and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Only rebel not you against AHAYAH, neither fear you the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and AHAYAH is with us. Fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones. And the glory of mighty God AHAYAH appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. Excuse my puppies. And mighty God AHAYAH said unto Moses, How long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me? For all the signs which I have showed among them, I will smite them with the pestilence, and disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they. And Moses said unto AHAYAH, Then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them. And they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land. For if they have heard that thou, AHAYAH, mighty God, art among this people, that thou, AHAYAH, art seen face to face, and that thy cloud standeth over them, and that thou goest before them by daytime in a pillar of a cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night. Now if thou shalt kill all this people as one man, then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, Because AHAYAH mighty God was not able to bring this people into the land which he sware unto them, therefore he had slain them in the wilderness. And now, I beseech thee, let the power of my AHAYAH mighty God be great, according as thou hast spoken, saying, AHAYAH is longsuffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of thy mercy, and as thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. And AHAYAH said, I have pardoned according to thy word. But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of AHAYAH. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and had followed me fully, him will I bring into the land wherein he went, and his seed shall possess it. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwelt in the valley. Tomorrow turn you and get you into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And Mighty God AHAYAH spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, How long shall I bear with this evil congregation, which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. Say unto them, As truly as I live, said AHAYAH, as you have spoken in mine ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me. Doubtless you shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones, which you said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which you have despised. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in this wilderness, and your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years, and bear your whoredoms, until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness. After the number of the days in which you search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall you bury your iniquities, even 40 years, and you shall know my breach of promise. I, AHAYAH, have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation that are gathered together against me. In this wilderness they shall be consumed, and they shall die. The men which Moses sent to search the land, who returned and made all the congregation to murmur against him, by bringing up a slander upon the land, even those men that did bring up the evil report upon the land, died by the plague before AHAYAH. But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of the men that went to search out the land, liveth still. And Moses told these sayings unto the children of Israel, and the people mourned greatly. And they rose up early in the morning, and gat them up into the top of the mountain, saying, Lo, we be here, and will go up unto the place which AHAYAH had promised, for we have sinned. And Moses said, Wherefore now do you transgress the commandments of AHAYAH? But it shall not prosper. Go not up, for Mighty God AHAYAH is not among you, that you be not smitten before your enemies. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and you shall fall by the sword, because you are turned away from AHAYAH, your mighty God. Therefore AHAYAH will not be with you. But they presumed to go up unto the hilltop. Nevertheless the ark of the covenant of AHAYAH and Moses departed not out of the camp. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites which dwelt in that hill, and smote them, and discomfited them, even unto Hormah. Chapter 15, the last chapter for today. And AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you be come into the land of your inhabitations, which I give unto you, and will make an offering by fire unto AHAYAH your mighty God, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering, or in your solemn feast, to make a sweet savor unto AHAYAH your mighty God, of the herd or of the flock, then shall he that offered his offering unto AHAYAH bring a meat offering of a 10th deal of flour, mingled with the 4th part of an hin of oil, and the 4th part of an hin of wine for a drink offering shalt thou prepare with the burnt offering, or sacrifice for one lamb. Or for a ram thou shalt prepare for a meat offering 2 10th deals of flour mingled with the 3rd part of an hin of oil. And for a drink offering thou shalt offer the 3rd part of an hin of wine, for a sweet savor unto mighty God AHAYAH. And when thou preparest a bullock for a burnt offering, or for a sacrifice in performing vow, or peace offerings unto AHAYAH, then shall he bring with the bullock a meat offering of 3/10 deals of flour mingled with half an hin of oil. And thou shalt bring for a drink offering half an hin of wine, for an offering made by fire, of a sweet savor unto mighty God AHAYAH. Thus shall it be done for one bullock, or for one ram, or for a lamb, or a kid. According to the number that you shall prepare, so shall you do to every one according to their number. And all that are born of the country shall do these things after this manner: an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto Mighty God AHAYAH. And if a stranger sojourn with you, or whosoever be among you in your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire, or a sweet savor unto Mighty God AHAYAH, as you do, so he shall do. One ordinance shall be both for you of the congregation, and also for the stranger that sojourneth with you. An ordinance forever in your generations, as you are, so shall the stranger before AHAYAH. So shall the stranger be before AHAYAH. One law and one manner shall be for you, and for the stranger that sojourneth with you. And AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you come into the land whither I bring you, then it shall be that when you eat of the bread of the land, you shall offer up an heave offering unto AHAYAH. You shall offer up a cake of the first of your dough for an heave offering, as you do the heave offering of the threshing floor, so shall you heave it. Of the first of your dough you shall give unto AHAYAH, Mighty God, an heave offering in your generations. And if you have erred and not observed all these commandments which AHAYAH your Mighty God had spoken unto Moses, even all that AHAYAH had commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that Mighty God AHAYAH commanded Moses, and henceforward among your generations. Excuse my puppy. Then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance without the knowledge of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor unto Mighty God AHAYAH, with his meat offering and his drink offering, according to the manner, and one kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and it shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance. And they shall bring their offering a sacrifice made by fire unto AHAYAH, Mighty God, and their sin offering before AHAYAH for their ignorance. And it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourned among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sinneth ignorantly, when he sinneth by ignorance before AHAYAH, Mighty God, to make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. You shall have one law for him that sinneth through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them. But the soul that doth aught presumptuously, whether he be born in the land or a stranger, the same reproacheth AHAYAH, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he had despised the word of AHAYAH, and had broken his commandment. That soul shall utterly be cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathered sticks, brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and unto all the congregation. And they put him in ward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And AHAYAH said unto Moses, The man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And all the congregation brought him without the camp, and stoned him with stones. And he died, as Mighty God AHAYAH commanded Moses. And AHAYAH spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a riband of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look unto it, and remember all the commandments of Mighty God AHAYAH, and do them, and that you seek not after your own heart and your own eyes after which you used to go a-whoring, that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your mighty God. I am AHAYAH, your El Elohi, your mighty God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God, your mighty God. I am AHAYAH, your El Elohi. And that's the end of chapter 15. Thank you for listening. We will continue with chapter 16 through 25 tomorrow. Thank you for listening.